Hello, I'm the Living Tribunal. No, wait, no. Hello, I'm the Living Tribunal. No. Hello, I'm the Living Tribunal, and I come bearing news of the next season of Cosmic Crucible.
Alright, let's look at the rules. As you noticed, I'm Benny. I'm not the Living Tribunal because he's an idiot and messed up the sound when he recorded the rules, so I took it over from him. He's also an idiot and didn't consider the that my crucible overlay has that hand up there going into the image, so it was covering up the text, and he didn't have the PNG for Green Goblin because he recorded over the weekend. So big fail on the Living Tribunal, but we might swap back and forth between his shenanigans throughout the video. But for the rules, you have me. Alright, let's look at this. In Season 5, our global rule is going to be Spider Hunter Tech. It's going to be favoring the Sinister Six faction. On offense and defense, Sinister Six characters are going to get 200% focus and 15% max barrier. There's no resistance buff. It's just focus. They want us not to have trouble landing things with them because they're the new team. We're gonna be building our stars up from 2-3 stars, so landing things hopefully won't be an issue in these early days. Superior 6 characters gain defense up on spawn. As you know, Green Goblin's Awakened passive gives them defense up on spawn, but the Awakening is probably still way down the line. We don't even know how Black Cat is getting awakened, let alone Green Goblin. So until that happens, this is going to be nice for the Superior 6 team. It's basically like an interim awakening. On successful attack, Superior 6 characters are going to bury yourself for 15% of max health and remove revive once from each target attacked. This is nice. I'll say none of these are things that the team is going to rely on. I think the team is strong on its own. These are just to elevate them a little bit, really have a strong spotlight on them this season when they're new. Alright, on defense, as always, all characters are going to gain 20% max health and then 10% damage. And for the first time ever, we're seeing the introduction of Exhausted into Crucible. Keep in mind, if you cancel out, Exhausted will not occur. You have to lose the fight for the next fight to have Exhausted on it. Alright, so those are our global rules. I think Exhausted is big. The 200% focus is very nice. That way we don't have to resort to Skirmisher on while we're building our characters. We can do Raider and Striker, whatever, depending on what works best for that character. Alright. Stage 1, Teamwork. This is a big rule. I like this one. On ally turns, striker characters are going to gain assists now. I think this is going to be strong for teams that already have assist mechanics like Infinity Watch or Death Seed, or as you can see here, Secret Defenders. One additional boost for Secret Defenders is that on their basics, they get charged. So when they and also on their assists. So when they charge or when they assist each other, they're gonna keep getting charged. So those Robbie passives, Photon passives are gonna keep going off. I think that's very potent for them. Another thing to note is we have 3 characters: Star-Lord Annihilation, Ironheart Mark II, and Iron Man Infinity War, who apply vulnerable on their basic and their assist. So if you have the 4 Secret Defenders, all strikers, and Star-Lord Annihilation, also a striker, when, let's say, Photon attacks, the Secret Defenders are going to assist, Star-Lord Annihilation's going to assist, and apply Vulnerable, so Photon's going to double tap. So that's an interesting mechanic. And then you can also use this to bring triple tap mechanics to teams that didn't have it before. Say you just put Nowhere in there and everybody's a striker, and they can still double tap from Star-Lord Annihilation's assists. All right, I think that about wraps it up. Let's look at stage 2. Temporal shielding. On offense and defense, tech and skill characters gain speed up when they use their basic, and then when they end the turn with speed up, they barrier self for 20% of max health. This one was, I think it's kind of a boring one. It might, I think it's in the category of nice, like, cute boost. It might be effective for a superior 6 defense, because that's what, 3 tech characters and a skill character if you just use the 5 superiors. It might work good for them, especially on defense. On offense, I don't know that we're going to be able to control which room we use them in. It's going to be more reflexive. Currently, I'm thinking of keeping them on offense. But beyond that, I think it's going to benefit teams that just have inherently tech and skill characters on them. Infestation has a lot of them. Pegasus is a recent team that is strong and is all tech. So it could benefit them. I don't know. This one, the implications of this one, I think we have yet to see. Yeah, on defense, Superior 6 might be kind of tough in here. We'll have to see. Alright, let's look at stage 3. Corrupting Power. This is the new iteration of the rule we've had with the cooldowns. Ultimate abilities cost 2 less. Special is untouched. When using an ultimate ability, characters spread all negative effects from self to adjacent allies. So it's a caveat one, more of a pact than just a room buff. I think it's interesting. I thought of like Infinity Watch, who will have immunity when they use their ultimates, so they won't be affected by it. Or Gamma, who have frequent cleanses that they might not be as upset by the debuff spread. Or you can use very fast teams like Superior 6 that are gonna use their ultimates before the enemy gets a chance to debuff them. So this is gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be a fun new version of this room. Alright, stage 4. Spec Ops. On offense and defense, on successful dodge, characters gain stealth. Characters with stealth gain 20% damage. From my point of view, I see this as the stealth room, not the dodge room. I don't think we have too many characters that are meta that evade or dodge. Big Time is actually one of them, but he also does have stealth in his kit as well. So I think this is going to be good for characters that inherently have stealth, or teams that inherently have it, like Dormammu, like Super Skrull, like Big Time for his team, or Ms. Marvel Hardlight for his team. I think her team. I think this rule could be devastating for a Secret Defender's Skrull defense. 20% extra damage is no joke, especially considering most people just rocket build their Secret Defenders teams. So this one's gonna be interesting to see. And if there are some evade teams that fit in here, I'll be happily surprised. But don't put Web Warriors here. That's not gonna do anything for you. Uh, what what benefit do you get from having 20% damage on your bio team from 2 years ago? So that's what I feel. Looking at room 5, we're gonna have mutant immune system. On offense and defense, on turn, mutant characters clear all negative effects from self and heal self 10% per negative effect cleared. This is basically giving every mutant the Deadpool passive. Uh, I think this is great. It could be good for Apocalypse, let's say, but I think the obvious one is Unlimited X-Men. I know they're barely struggling to stay meta, but that's kind of the only mutant team that's even doing that. So it's them or a ruleless stage. I do think this is great for Unlimited though, because two things that they do lack is sustain and continuous cleanse, because Dazzler just goes very early once you debuff them. She goes, and then her cooldown is like 200, so it takes, like, she never gets it back. This way, they keep cleansing, they keep healing. I think they could become a pretty resilient defense with this, and I'm excited for them actually. So let's see. All right, finally, stage 6, rules of combat. On offense and defense, on successful attack, villain characters apply defense down to each target attacked. On successful attack, hero characters apply offense down to each target attacked. They explain this as a logic of villains want to hurt more and heroes want to prevent damage. To make use of this, I think teams that have a mixture of both you can do. So initially, I thought Darkhold with Quicksilver can just stay here. I thought that was fine. Yeah. Also, just overall, any villain that has an early chain or an early AoE is gonna be good, because they're gonna spray the enemy field with defense down. Yeah, that's about it. This is a wide net, so I'm excited to see what people put in there. Yeah, I think that's about it for the Cosmic Crucible rules for Season 5. I'm excited to have been able to share this with you guys, and thank you for going over it with me. I'll see you in the next one.
It's a groin guard. It's not me. Get a grip.